Should you have blind trust? No, you should not have blind trust. Trust should be with your eyes open, looking honestly and truthfully at the facts and at your experience with that person. So even when you first meet somebody, you don't ever give blind trust to anyone, not to a pastor, a friend, a coworker, a boss, a somebody you're dating. You want to establish a track record of trust. You also do not trust them. You can't walk around distrusting everybody to where you're suspicious and you're needing extraordinary proof, because that will blow up a relationship. So you want this middle of at the beginning of and um, not trusting them and being open to trusting them. Does that make sense? And so basically, you want somebody to establish trust over a track record as you're open to seeing that they're trustworthy. Can start off really simple at the beginning, and then it kind of grows. The person does what the person says they're going to do, and that begins to establish trust. And they are who they say they are. That establishes trust. They All of those things. So trust simply means that you can rely on someone for something, and that the person has integrity, strength, ability, surety, and truthfulness. So you can rely on that, on their integrity, on their strength, on what they say, on their abilities, what they're going to do, that they do it, and that they're truthful. So when trust is broken in a relationship, such as in a marriage where you discover an affair or a lie, or somebody is not being honest and they've hidden things and covered them up in any relationship, then trust is broken. Trust cannot automatically be regiven in that time. It is dysfunctional to do that. Trust needs to be withheld until the person discloses what they did and they reestablish a track record of being trustworthy in that situation. And that can take a while. Now, sometimes what happens is we believe as Christians that we should always trust, right? Because we have 1 Corinthians 13, the love passage, where we talks about not holding on to resentments, and that we let go of wrongs. We don't count things that people have done against us. We don't keep a record of wrongs. So we think, oh, we just have to let them go every single time something happens, but it's not true. Keeping a record wrongs is to holding on to it, to resentments to use against somebody. It's like a tit for tat retaliation. Instead, we can notice a pattern and use wisdom in recognizing that pattern, which is a different thing. That's not keeping a record wrong. It's using wisdom to see that the behavior has a pattern, because that's part of taking care of ourselves and also part of needing to confront somebody with something they're doing wrong, which is very scriptural. So basically, the lack of trust could mean repercussions, separating. It could mean not giving the person money. It could requiring accountability. It could be not believing what they say, all kinds of different things. The other thing that happens when trust is broken is that a manipulative and conniving, scheming person may use your scriptural beliefs and the Bible to convince you that you have to trust me, you have to forgive me, you have to believe me, you have to submit to me, you have to obey me, you can't question me. Maybe it's a person in ministry, can't question me because I'm your leader, I'm your overseer. You have to submit to me. So this can all be used manipulatively to try to get you to feel like you have to, even though you have light bulbs going off and alarms going off saying something's wrong. Don't believe that. Don't fall for that. You have a right to question anything, any authority. You have a right to question any circumstance. You have a right to follow your gut and know that something doesn't feel right to you and to seek information to figure that out. You have a right to know the truth in your relationship and to be given the truth and to ask questions. So you have a right to information in any relationship. So make sure that you know that. And if somebody is not trustworthy or you have a gut feeling they're not, you're entitled to find out and get information. So if somebody has been untrustworthy, they need to have a track record, and you need to be able to say, I now need to see the expenses. I now need to be put on that credit card. I need to have the password to that account. I need the password to your phone. I need the password to the bank account. I need to see the minutes of the board meeting. I need to be able to talk openly to this person. I need to be able to call you, whatever it is. That's how you reestablish trust. You need to check. It's like the person tells you something and it's like, hey, I didn't used to have to verify what you said, but I do now. And maybe you will for a while until the person literally gets to where you honestly trust them again. And they've taken responsibility for what they've done, and they've been open about it, and they've been not defensive about you seeing their track record and following it. And it just, trust comes back. So don't let anybody guilt you, manipulate you, shame you, or use legalistic scriptural stances with you to try to get you to feel bad about not trusting them and about needing trust to be reestablished, because you need to be prudent in offering trust and not offering it when somebody is taking advantage of you. 1 Corinthians 4:2 says, now it is required that those who have been given a trust must prove faithful. Can't be any clearer than that. You've been given a trust of anything, you have to be faithful. And it's okay if you're not faithful, that I don't trust you and that you have to reestablish trust. So don't feel bad about not trusting someone. All right. Thank you for watching and listening, and I hope that you will watch more. And please look at my resources and my classes and things on my website. They're so helpful. All right. God bless.